This is a matchup we've been waiting for. Conference rivals who don't like each other very much, and heightened intensity here because both teams come in ranked in the top 10. Welcome, folks, to the Plains in Jordan-Hare Stadium, the home of the Auburn Tigers. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action. Kickoff team is on the field to move this one away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Get the playoff in time, it'll be delay of game. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. This is a matchup we've been waiting for. Conference rivals who don't like each other very much, and heightened intensity here because both teams come in ranked in the top 10. Welcome, folks, to the Plains and Jordan-Hare Stadium, the home of the Auburn Tigers. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Auburn Tigers. For Relay Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing underway.
Away to get us going. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. To throw, it's Knight. Hit as he released it. Locates the tight end, is complete. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
So not only does he get his first completion of the game, and that's great, but probably a good way to start this game, just to be able to settle into the game and start to be able to go out there and make plays for this offense.
So quickly up to the 35-yard line for first down. They're going to run it. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Both teams sort of sparring in the early going, what we expect to be a really competitive top 10 showdown here midseason.
Yeah, midseason games like this are so exciting because you think you know who these teams are, and after today we'll have a much better idea. The team that plays mistake-free is going to be able to get out of here with a win.
Defense not fooled by the Wildcat look. Just a short gain on the play.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
So now it's third and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough fourth down decision? Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Caught behind the line. It's Henderson. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big third down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving the quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. Now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
This Auburn offense is moving quickly down the field. There's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Offense now behind the 6 on second down. They need 12 after that first down loss. Looking to throw. It's Knight. Moves out of the pocket. He's going to take off. And a nice gain there in the scramble. He saw an opening and tried to get there with his legs.
Hey, if you're not going to account for a quarterback, he's going to be smart enough to take off when the opportunity is there.
Big moment on the opening drive. They face third down. He's wide open. Look out. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone.
Great play call by the offensive coordinator. Outstanding job of executing by the quarterback. With the defense trying to stop the run, the quarterback felt that, made a nice throw to the receiver. Look at this result. Some positive yards.
Fires it to the wideout. Catch made down the left side. An explosive play. Tackle made quickly at the 11, but the offense in the red zone now. Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 now.
Oh, that was close. Got just enough for the first down against that man-to-man coverage. Good awareness by the receiver to get past the sticks and move the chains.
Coming to the line on 2nd down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. Makes the grab, a chance to score. Brought down at the 3 after the completion. The offense really threatening now.
As we all know, Chris, red zone leads to tight windows. A lot of times you just get what you can get. Likely grateful this went forward to help this upcoming 3rd down call.
And it's a wildcat look here as they try to convert on 3rd down. Direct snap. Floaters into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn. Well, that start could not have gone any better.
Well, Chris, as you know, it's always huge for an offense's confidence to score in the opening drive. Most times, coordinators are just kind of feeling the defense out, giving them a lot of different formations, kind of see how they react. To get points on the board, man, that's a huge plus.
And the PAT is good. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And it's a bunch formation. Handoff here from the shotgun. He shreds the tackle. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34. The Aggies come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. And 1st down, why not keep it on the ground? As the 1st down is still going. They get him to the ground, but an explosive running play there.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another 1st down. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Okay, it's 3rd down after that run. Looking to pass. It's Reed. Caught near the sticks. It's Hale. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a 1st down.
Well, they spread this defense all over the field with that 5 wide receiver set. It puts a lot of pressure on the offensive line to give the quarterback enough time, especially on 3rd down. They held up just long enough, and the quarterback makes a great throw for this 1st down.
1st down and more. He's still running. They finally bring him down, but the offense set up now. 1st down from the 15.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up your
end zone ahead. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
What an opening drive by this offense, and especially this running back. Every single time they gave him the ball, he's getting positive yards behind that big offensive line. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, you better make some adjustments and do it in a hurry. You got to get more guys committed to the line of scrimmage to stop this run game.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. That's strong coverage there. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin from their own 11. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. That time it's the free safety getting home on the blitz to blow it up.
Well, he had a long way to go, and it's a bit of a risk, because obviously the free safety is the last line of defense on these long pass plays, and he's coming after that quarterback, and he's got to make sure he gets home quickly to make the play on the QB. Otherwise, you're at risk of giving up a big play through the air. Great job there in timing that up.
And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Back to pass. It's Knight. The throw complete to the running back underneath. Oh, and he did not get there. The defense rising up against this elite 3rd down offense.
Chris, this is somewhat of a surprise to me. These guys have been great on 3rd down all year long, top 25 in the country, but just not enough on this one. You got to think they wish they could get that route back to run it past the sticks.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. He escapes the pocket. Fires it on the move. He's got it. That is enough for a first down. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. So after a competitive, fun first quarter, we are all even. Let's check out some of the stats from that first period. And as we move to the second quarter, we hope these teams will build on a promising start. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. On the move now. Bought some time, now lets it go. Grabbed by the receiver. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
And that is always the toughest thing for a defense, when you cover the initial routes by the receivers, but then they start their second routes adjusting to the quarterback scramble, and they're able to get open. And when you have a quarterback who can run around and buy time, it makes it so much tougher on coverage.
They'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough 4th down decision? Looks right for a quick completion. That's enough to move the sticks and give them a first down at the 41.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback fighting this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
On the run, it's Braswell. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. The quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Lets it fly out of the wideout. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Tackle made after a big gain. Ball moves to the 21.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. are now operating in the red zone. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain. Marathon drive, the 11th play, and they face a 3rd and short. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Stopped right there at the line, no gain.
Well, the defense does a great job here of pressuring the quarterback, but I got to give the quarterback a lot of credit. Instead of taking a negative play, he shows you his athletic ability and fights out and gets all the way back to the line of scrimmage.
The offense will go for it here on 4th down and 3. A quick throw out left, complete. Touchdown, Tigers! That's how you finish a play. But they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and we reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hale. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Offense back on the field. And that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. The pickup is 5 yards, so it's 2nd down and 5.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
To throw, it's Reed. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. Tackle is made, but that's good for a 1st down to the 47.
Boy, great throw here by the quarterback and a big gain here for Texas A&M's offense. A great route by the wide receiver. And
he breaks clear down the right side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Aggies. Way too much speed on that play.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. Fights off a defender.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Send the back in motion. Looks like he's going to run it. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Well, that's just being crafty right here by this quarterback. It's not there. You pick up what you can and stay ahead of the chains. And who knows, do this enough, they'll have to start spying on this quarterback, which could open up some passing lanes that weren't there before.
3rd down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play. Well, no surprise here. They're already 2 for 2 on 4th down. Try to make it 3 for 3 here. The offense with a major gamble here, going for it inside their own 40. Trying for a 4th down completion. The receiver grabs it. That'll pick up first down yardage very near the 40.
That's why you practice and work on these routes. When you get to a fourth down, you trust the receiver to run not only a good route, but know exactly where he needs to go to be able to get the distance for that first down.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout before halftime.
And it's a nice job by this defense. They saw option, actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You could tell they worked hard on that in practice.
Dropping back, it's Knight. Looking to scramble. Extending the play now. Gets loose on the scramble and picks up a decent gain. Short of the first down there.
Hey, if nothing else is there, good decision by this quarterback to be able to pick up some positive yards. Rather see him do that than force the ball into coverage. Good heads-up play.
Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Grab behind the line, it's Henderson. He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down.
The offense gets some positive yards here, but they're going to be short of the first down marker to set up 4th down. Really good job by the defense of tackling and the awareness to keep him short of that first down marker.
Fourth down, he's throwing for it. They can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
Listen, I get it. I know you trust your offense, and maybe this is something you thought about all week in these situations, but when it's on your side of the field like this, you got to give it a second thought, because now your defense is already playing with their backs against the wall.
So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. And that run produces a decent gain.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. Just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. Brought down, but not before he picks up the first down. Nice game. And the Aggies hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. Takes the handoff. It's Pringle. They test the middle, but gets stopped. That one goes nowhere. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. He's got it with room to run. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength.
Well, Chris, with this style of RPO, the quarterback has to do a really good job of staying on that ride with the running back to make sure that the defense is really up against the run before he can pull it out and throw the football. Here, it's a little further downfield with the same result as far as the potential and the big gain coming off of an RPO.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. Time enough for 1 more play in the half. Caught in the backfield. It's Williams. Defense brings him to the ground as the final seconds of the first half take away. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Kickoff team out there now to get the second half underway. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. Trying to get something going early here in the second half and jump on top. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right side.
Chris, this is a great game, but I'm always so impressed with the offensive line because they sell this as much as anything. The quarterback's making the read, trying to figure out if the defense is committed to the run or the pass, and then he's going to go the other direction. He makes the right throw here out to the flat to the right, but the offensive line showing the defense it's a run look is what opens this up eventually for the nice game.
Finds his man. It's Johnson. Uses the spin move to get into the open. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a real nice game there. The Aggies will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. And now the handoff. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. QB keeper all the way. Picks up the first and is still headed for the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. The quarterback takes it in himself.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
And the kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. On the run, it's Braswell. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to go, a 2-yard loss.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable 3rd down play for the offense. Looking to throw. It's Knight. Quarterback delivers quickly. A receiver on the screen. Quick screen over the right side. Can they chase him down? Touchdown, Auburn. No chance to catch him there.
Chris, how about that? A quick slant that goes for this many yards and a touchdown. That's what's so dangerous about this quarterback and wide receiver. Quarterback puts the ball right on the money, and by doing so, look at the receiver. Catches it in stride and has all that room to run after the catch for that touchdown.
BAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the 3rd quarter. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time. Looking to do the same thing here. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35. And the Aggies looking to use the up-tempo offense here.
The offense comes up with a huge gain. It looks like they're going to go up-tempo. Keep this momentum going and keep the defense as much as you can on their heels.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. 2nd down after that short completion. On the ground, it's Pringle. They stop him with the 47, but that's enough for a first down.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Breaks free. That's a solid gain. Moves the football inside the 40. 1st and 10.
That is 2 consecutive runs for first downs. Give credit to the offensive line and this back, really getting into a rhythm, and they got this defense on its heels.
First down here for this offense. Heavy blitz look here, pre-snap. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Here's the 2nd down play. Dropping back, it's Reed. It's a quick grab. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone. The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down.
Look at this, Chris. After that big gain and a first down, they're already at the line of scrimmage, ready to get this up-tempo offense cranking.
Incomplete. That should have been caught. That's on the receiver. Up here in the 3rd quarter, these 2nd down and long plays become important as they try to avoid 3rd and long. After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. This time a completion. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
Texas A&M is now operating in the red zone. Looking for 6. The pass is intercepted. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense.
Boy, he does a nice job here as a safety of just sitting back, kind of playing center field, letting the play develop, and then once the ball's in the air, he did not hesitate, and that quickness allowed him to come up with that interception.
He'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. Scanning the field. It's Knight. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass you got to have to come up with and make a catch.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Moves out of the pocket. It'll end up being a safety.
Wait a second, you're backed up inside your own 5-yard line and you go with an empty set? It just doesn't make a whole lot of sense. It backfires here. I think that's a questionable play call, and it costs you 2 points.
Breaks into the clear. Here's the first play of the drive. They're set up at the 31. Ball handed off. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Grab behind the line. It's Johnson. This one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, sometimes these wide receiver screens, the quarterback simply needs to play the numbers game to the outside, and he can avoid these negative plays in the future. Pretty much that simple.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Stop at the 43, but that's enough to make a first down.
Boy, Chris, you cannot overstate how big of a conversion this was to be able to pick this up on the ground. Yeah, the offense still has the lead, but you can just feel the defense having all the momentum with the points they've been able to compile. And that run right there picks up a first down and can kind of settle things down a bit.
And as we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish.
21.
So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Linebackers making some adjustments now. He escapes the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go. Pulls it in. It's Johnson. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down. The Aggies looking to run some tempo here. That player moved a little bit too early. It's a false start. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. This Texas A&M offense is moving quickly down the field. To throw, it's Reed. Caught by the receiver. Finds room at the 30. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Aggies. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch, and this defense just unable to corral him.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back. The last time out there, they surrendered a safety. And the pass is incomplete.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Second down after that previous play. Play fake Looking to throw. On the move now. A throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up third down.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Looking deep to the right side. And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield. And a huge gain. They finally bring him down at the 11.
Hey, it's got to start somewhere. That's a nice conversion here on third down. You got a long way to go, but maybe a little momentum here. Let's see what they can do coming off that nice play.
This offense showing their explosive ability. One huge play, and they're set up in the red zone. And it's incomplete on a very quick throw.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Pass caught. Can he get in? The defense makes the stop at the 3.
And his defense is doing a really good job here. They're giving up some completions, but the important thing is they're making tackles and keeping this offense out of the end zone. Force them to be able to execute to get this touchdown.
And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Looking to scramble. Can't find anybody on third down, throws it away, and now fourth down coming up.
Really good decision here by the quarterback. He ran through his primary target, wasn't there, threw it away to prevent the sack and keep them in field goal range. Smart play.
So on fourth down, here comes a crucial field goal attempt. Makes it look easy.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, Texas A&M.
Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. On the hands team all over that to make the recovery. Texas A&M offense back on the field. This game just got tighter. The temptation might be to sit on this lead, but we'll see how aggressive they get. Breaks into the clear. At the 10 now. Touchdown, Texas A&M. This offense really clicking.
Chris, I'm kind of like this defense. I knew this quarterback could run the football. I didn't know he could take it that far down the field and let alone a score.
And now the try for the 2-point conversion. And the back now goes in motion. To the air. It's Reed. And it's intercepted with a desperation throw here. Looks like a man is down in the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. Kept out of the end zone last time. Had to settle for a short field goal. Can they improve upon that here? Moves out of the pocket. And he slings it deep back to the left side. It's incomplete. They waited all game for a chance to intercept one. Instead, it's second down.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Important second down play coming up. Oh, a reverse. And he'll be brought down behind the line of scrimmage. The defense not fooled at all.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure a defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take a lead in this game at some point.
He escapes the pocket. Using his legs on the scramble. He's stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now.
Heck of a job by this defense sitting back in nickel. Good job of keeping the eyes on that quarterback when he took off the scramble. He's got a long way to go to pick up this first down now on fourth down.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on fourth down. Dropping back, it's Knight. And the pass is incomplete. A crucial misfire here late in the game, and the ball will turn over on downs.
Well, with over 3 minutes to go in this game, Chris, down by a couple scores, you have to go for this. Thought the offense had a great shot. Now they got to rely on their defense to try to get a quick stop or get a turnover and somehow get that football back.
And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. Leaning on the run game here late. Looking for the end zone, has a lane. Touchdown, Aggies. Still no answer for this offense. Well, we had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kurt.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Try to make a play from deep in his end zone. And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. And here's that wrinkle. The Wildcat formation, extra blocker in the game. Let's see what they call. And it's a direct snap. Defense ready for the Wildcat. Just a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. Direct snap. He's past the marker and still going. And he's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. The 20. At the 10 now. Touchdown, Tigers. Too much speed for the defense.
Oh, my. What a great play call here by the offensive coordinator. The running back received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carving up this defense all the way to the end zone.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. On the hands team does their job and secures the recovery. deflects the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
Well, nothing like getting positive yards here, playing with the lead late in the game and then staying in bounds to boot. It's exactly what you want to see as an offensive coordinator.
The game makes it second and medium. It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense tries to put the finishing touches here on a lopsided victory. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Design quarterback run. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down. And the Aggies hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Back to throw. It's Reed. The receiver makes the catch. Has a path to the end zone. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
You know, this head coach and even the players always talk about wanting to play a full 4 quarters. And that's what we're seeing right now. I don't think they're interested in running the score up. I just think they're out there executing the plays called. And right now, they continue to put touchdowns up on the board.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Makes the catch. It's Vaughn. Then he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
How about the job by this defense against this receiver? One of the top receivers in the country. They knew he was going to be able to be a big factor in this game, and they have kept him quiet all game long until right now. In the 4th quarter, he comes up with his first catch.
So the offense faces a 3rd and manageable here from the 25-yard line. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Scanning the field. It's Knight. Looking deep for late-game heroics. It's dropped. Would have been a big play, but he could not hold on.
Now here we are in the 4th quarter. The offense just trying to come up with something to try to spark this offense and give them a chance at a comeback. Unfortunately, the defense is playing smart. They're sitting back, anticipating these deep throws.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime. Get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the 4th quarter. You don't want to give up the big play. Force them to throw underneath, tackle them inbounds, and keep that clock moving.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Quick throw, testing the middle. The tight end makes the catch downfield. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has. And a timeout is called here. 10 seconds remaining on the clock.
Timeout.
The offense will set up on 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Zips it down the middle. Catch made way downfield. That's going to help the stats a little bit, but won't make a difference in the outcome.
Now a timeout is taken with just 5 seconds remaining. Auburn now operating in the red zone. Working tight windows. It's Knight. Contact as he let the ball go. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. The defensive penalty is declined. Offense very happy to take the result of that play. And a timeout is taken with just 1 second remaining in the game. Any offense loves to call a play on 1st and 5 after that offsides penalty. Offense flinching before the snap. That'll cost them 5. So it looks like the penalty will be accepted by the head coach, and the offense will pick up some yardage there. The offense in scoring position with a new set of downs. To the air, it's Knight. On the move now. Looking to the end zone. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So the holding penalty in the offense backs him up 10 yards.